Welcome back, guys. So I got a quick one for you today. This is one of those extra videos, but I got the tractor up here and I am tired of looking at this woodworking clamp hold my switch box here for my electric tie on my round baler. A lot of you guys know I bought that round baler. I was square baling. I bought that round baler and basically I bought it and made hay with it the same day. So I had to rig this up real quick. It's got a bicycle tube under here to keep it from scratching the ROPS. This clamp has literally been on here, I don't even know, for going on 2 years probably. And then it comes up here. I don't mind any of this stuff, honestly. And then here's the plug-in for the actual baler. And I'm gonna leave all that the same. That doesn't bother me. But what I want to do, and I'm just going to leave this on year round. I mean, that's what I've been doing. It doesn't get in the way or anything. I just don't like this clamp. And it's funny thing is, nothing's ever caught this or anything. And it's always remained tight. I've never adjusted it or anything. But I've got a solution, or what I hope is a solution, to kind of just mount that thing so I don't have to use a clamp. So let me show you what I bought. My idea was to mount it with magnets. And I think it's gonna work out. I bought these on Amazon, and as long as I end up liking them, I'll put a link in the description. But basically, what you've got here is this company, Magnet Pro, makes all kind of different, when you go to that link, there's all kind of different diameters and strengths and everything else. And they literally come in a case like this. When this showed up, I had no idea it was going to be in a case like this. I was like, wow, that's crazy. So what it is, it's got all kind of warning things on it and all. I'll get to that here in a second. You've got foam here. And you've got your two magnets here. It's a 2-pack. And right here they are. So what these are is rubber-coated magnets that have a stud on them, and it has a 1/4-inch stud. So you pull that off. There's your stud, and that's your nuts and washers and everything. These are stainless steel. Thought that was nice. I believe these ones measure 2.36 or something inches in diameter. It's a 3-inch ROPS, so it'll fit right there on the ROPS. That's why I bought it. When you get on the site, they have all different diameters. They have all different thicknesses here. They have some that have female threads in the magnet and not male. I mean, they have some that have metric threads. It's all different kind of stuff. Now, let me tell y'all something. Do not put these two magnets together. I did that, and if you look, it is so hardcore, I had to stick a tool in there to pry them apart. The strength of these magnets are unreal. And so these are 65-pound rating is what they call them. And they have, I just was on there looking, they have anything from 30-pound to 120-pound. I can't even imagine the 120-pound. Now, they're different sizes, diameters, thicknesses, all of that to get to these specs, but kind of unreal. And I decided to make this video because, man, they're just nice. I mean, that dimple there in the rubber and all wouldn't be there if I wouldn't have had to pry them open. But my gosh, I mean, they are just strong as can be. So my idea is to just basically drill a hole in that round baler metal there, in that box there, and just mount this in. Should be pretty simple, and that way I don't have to look at a jankety clamp anymore. These particular ones were like $15.99. So I mean, for something that's pretty daggone premium, and you get 2 of them, stainless steel. Let's see if a magnet sticks to that. Well, it does the wrench. Let's see. No, I mean, it doesn't stick to the threads there at all. If I had those nuts isolated, I mean, it's barely. Let's see if we can separate that. I mean, no, I mean, it's not really sticking, so regular metal does that. So I believe it. So that's kind of a nice touch. But yeah, this particular size was $15.99. And like I said, they have smaller and larger. And I don't know, call me, maybe I'm behind on knowing about these things, but people, I saw pictures on the Amazon listing, people, they're so strong, people were using them to mount light bars on their vehicle to literally drive down the road, everything else. So it kind of opens up some opportunities for mounting. So let me get that hole drilled in there and we'll see how we like it. Remember how I told y'all when I was working on that carryall that I was going to get some cobalt drill bits and strictly just use them for metal? I haven't done that yet. So I am going to do that though. This one actually seems sharp. Just drilling a pilot hole here. So I got that hole drilled in there, but y'all might have noticed this before I did actually. So here's the hole I just drilled. But there's actually a factory hole in here. And this is, by the looks of the owner's manual and all, this does appear to be the factory box, even though you would think it'd have a back and all on it. But my only defense for not noticing this hole is this thing was mounted up here, right? And the clamp was covering this hole for years. So I didn't even know the hole was here. So I drilled over here. The other thing is, this switch is like you go to the right and it goes to the middle, and then it goes to the left and it goes to the middle. And that's actually the direction that the twine arm is going on the baler. So by having it this way, if I move it, you know, towards the camera, that's also the direction the twine arm goes. If I would have used the factory hole, I could have done it like that, but it would have been, you know, you would have went towards the camera on the switch, but the twine arm would have went the opposite direction. So you either would have had to remember that or done some switching around on these wires back here. So that it just is what it is. Let's get this magnet mounted, and man, it should just be simple. All right, so here's the magnet going on. Look at that. Fits pretty much perfect there. You got the stud there. This is the provided washers. You got a flat washer, a lock washer, and a nut. I know my hand's in the way. Tell y'all what. Ah, darn it. Hang on. This is a little hard to do here. I can't really take the box off the tractor easily. It's all zip tied on there and everything. Man, it's actually a decent amount of room in here. I just was having trouble. Got me a ratcheting wrench here. Hopefully that fits. Yeah, that fits in there. Oh, this is cool. I like this stud mount system. Right there it is. You know what I think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take that off and put some Loctite on it. Just all the vibrations of this thing. Let me do that and I'll come back to y'all here in a minute. Right there she is. Y'all see that? There's your magnet. And there's your stud. So like I was saying, they make one that the magnet has female thread. So you'd have a little, it even comes with it, but a little bolt that comes in from the top here and goes down in. Let's see if it sticks on there good. Moment of truth. Got a little pencil mark here. I should have ran it like probably, you know, inside of that light there, these wires, but I didn't do that. So let's see. Oh yeah, look at that. Let's get it on there. Yeah, that thing ain't going nowhere. Look at that. Simple upgrade, guys, simple upgrade. Now I don't have to look at that clamp. Look at that. I mean, I can't really see much taking that off. All right, awesome. Well, I think that turned out great. So, got rid of that clamp up there. It's sturdy as can be. And then if you go, see if you go this way, the twine arm goes that way goes that way, and so forth. I mean, I'm pushing hard as heck here, and it's not budging. So yeah, that's gonna be awesome. If you guys are interested in magnets or anything like that, I'll put a link to these in the description. But if you're gonna do anything on your ROPS and you have kind of the standard 3-inch ROPS, get this size. I think it was, like I said, 2.36 inches or something, but it fits perfect. And there's all kind of other sizes. I mean, tons of other sizes. So anyways, I thought it was kind of neat. Real easy way to mount that. So anyways, just a little simple video here today, guys. This is one of those little extra videos that I've been trying to work in here and there. So with that said, guys, I want to thank y'all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll catch you next time.